Hi guys, welcome to session 3, negative thoughts and distorted thinking and the manner in which they influence our behavior and our actions on a daily basis. Please press like and don't forget to subscribe. I'll be posting new videos every Sunday. Hi everyone, welcome to session 3. Today we'll be focusing on negative thoughts and thought distortions and the way in which they influence our behaviors and our actions. Essentially, our actions are the result of our thoughts and our feelings. Therefore, our thoughts and our feelings influence our behavior and the way in which we perceive our pain. Since we're talking about chronic pain is consistent, it's incessant, and it's relentless. The way in which other people experience pain differs from the way in which people with chronic pain experience pain. Now we're going to talk about negative thinking and how negative thinking influences the behavior of people who are in pain. Essentially, the greater pain that you're in, the more negative thinking you will resort to. When you feel well, you feel positive. You have positive thoughts. When you're constantly in pain, when you feel that you cannot achieve the goals that you wish to set out for yourself, the more negative your thoughts become, the more negative your feelings become, which therefore lead to stagnant behavior or inaction. This is the point at which maladaptive coping mechanisms can arise. By maladaptive coping mechanisms, I refer to excessive eating, excessive sleeping, excessive lying around the couch and waiting for something to happen, or rather for the pain to subside. The negative thought processes that we experience later lead to depression and anxiety. Because people who have chronic pain are unable to continue with their daily activities on a regular basis, that frustration, that lack of control, and that powerlessness causes the negative thoughts to emerge. In essence, when we experience pain in our minds, our psyche controls those thoughts and our emotions. Physiologically, our bodies react accordingly. So again, the more pain that we're in, the more negative we feel. The more negative we feel, the more we're likely to resort to inaction. Lying around, being in pain, it's a cycle of more negative thoughts, more inaction. When we talk about pain, our thoughts and actions can become all-consuming, all-encompassing of negativity. That negativity, whether or not it is powerful, solely depends on whether we provide it with that power, whether we give rise to it. The more we resort to the negative thoughts, the more power the thoughts have over us. In regards to chronic pain, our perception of that pain is far greater of importance and significance than the actual pain. I just like to reiterate one more fact here, as I did last time. In regards to cognitive behavioral therapy for chronic pain, the premise is not focused upon eradicating the pain. I'm not suggesting that the person who's experiencing the pain is somehow making it up or whether it's psychosomatic. The pain to them is quite real. It's real. We're not disputing the reality of the pain, but their perception of that pain is what is in question. For example, let's say we have someone who has chronic knee pain for years. Every time they want to go down a flight of stairs or go up a flight of stairs, their senses are already heightened. Their thoughts are automatically, oh my God, I got to go down the stairs. I'm going to be in pain. What am I going to do? That thought of what am I going to do? I'm going to be in pain is a negative thought. Their perception of that pain they will experience going down the stairs is far greater than what will actually happen. Now, they might go down the stairs and they might not have any pain. They might have a lot of pain. They might have a twinge here or there or nothing. Regardless, anxiety in the mind controls to the extent to which we cannot decipher between the reality of what will actually happen and that which is in our minds. Hence, that perception becomes so consuming that often leads to the behavior of inactivity. Hence, if this is a person who is controlled by their thoughts and they feel that going down the stairs is that debilitating, they may not go down the stairs, which means they have now lost functionality. They are not able to perform their daily activities, as simple as going down the stairs. My point here is that the mind controls everything. The greater control you have over your mind, the greater control you have over your behavior. Now, it's not easy, obviously, but through practice, through mindfulness, through meditation, through cognitive behavioral therapy, you can make some improvements along the way. Essentially, or significantly, our perception of pain can also be detrimental to the actual physiological pain. So when you have the thought of, I'm going to go down the stairs, I'm going to be in pain, inevitably, that thought controls your physiological response. So even though you may not actually be in great pain, that negative thought will cause a signal to your brain, signal to your body, and will make you feel like you are in great pain. So for example, if your pain level is on a scale of 1 to 10, let's say it's at a 3, you're not really in that much pain, but you're thinking that you're going to be at a great level of pain will cause you to feel more pain. Bottom line, how you feel, how you think, influences how you behave and how you act. Also affecting, of course, your mood. The lower the mood is, the less energy you have. The less energy you have, the more likely you are to not do the things that you'd like to do or the things that you actually have to do. For fear is the controlling factor. Anxiety and fear are debilitating. They're all consuming. But they can be worked through over time. Hence, our perception and anxiety and fear of pain ultimately controls how we respond to that pain. You can have two different people who have the same ailment. However, if person A feels that they're never going to get better, they're always going to be in pain, this is now their new reality, chances are their experience of that pain, as well as their actual pain, will be far greater than person B, who may say, for example, okay, I may be in a little bit of pain, I have bad days, I have good days, overall, I'm doing okay. Their thoughts are more progressive, they're more positive, they're more encouraging. Therefore, their actual experience of the pain will differ. Negative and distorted thought patterns also affect your self-esteem, your self-confidence, your self-worth, your overall perception of yourself in your life. Not only do they cause more depression and anxiety, but they make you feel isolated and alone in your own mind. You're essentially a prisoner of your own mind and a prisoner of your own body with respect to your pain. It's significant to be cognizant of the manner in which distorted thinking leads to an incessant cycle. Negative thoughts, negative feelings, negative behavior, decreased self-esteem, decreased self-confidence, decreased self-worth, leading to less action, more stagnant behavior, more maladaptive coping mechanisms, and overall, eventually, leading to isolation and an absolute lack of ability or a lack of desire to want to get out of the cycle. So as your thoughts and behaviors become more negative, your pain also becomes exacerbated. So when I speak of the prison in your mind, it's also the prison of your body. So the more pain you're in, the lower your mood is, the less likely you are to attempt to go down the stairs because you're already in a place of despair. Your mind takes complete control of your pain. Again, just to reiterate, we are not suggesting that your pain is not there. Your pain is there on a regular basis as you know your body well. However, coping with the pain is a whole different issue. There are so many ailments that cannot be eradicated, that cannot be obliterated. However, the only thing we have at the end of the day is how are we going to cope with it? We can't change it. We can't take it away, but we can control how we respond to that pain. And our response will determine whether we survive or whether we give up. Distorted thinking leads to isolation and a lack of support system. The lack of support system increases your pain, increases your negative thoughts and your behaviors. One of the most fundamental aspects that determine whether a person with chronic pain can cope is determined by or deemed to be what kind of support system that they have. It's important to be able to rely on the people who you live with, the people who are in your lives, the people who are able to support you. However, there is one caveat that I feel inclined to express. The people around you are well aware of your complaints, of your moods, of your frustrations, and of your anger. Therefore, resorting to discussing your pain just with a small number of people may be not so beneficial, in the sense that they may feel overwhelmed, they may feel frustrated that they can't help you get out of this. I guess what I'm suggesting is having a greater support system, more people in your corner, can be beneficial. Thanks guys for listening. Please don't forget to subscribe and press like. If you have any comments, please feel free to add them in the comment section. Thank you.